Welcome to the Dementia Caregiver Talk Show, a podcast to help you navigate the senior care maze. Learn and laugh with us as we discuss creative solutions and ideas to common and uncommon dementia care challenges, and how to make sense of the senior care industry and options, even if you're not a professional. Hello and welcome to the Dementia Care Partner Talk Show. My name is Valerie and I'm here today with Teepa Snow, Joanne Westbrook, and Greg Phelps. And we have a topic that was recently debated in our Facebook group, and I think it really affects a lot of people. So we wanted to, have a chat about it. And it's, how do you handle when someone asks for a deceased parent or spouse?
So I think anybody who's been around persons living with dementia has sort of run into this scenario on numerous occasions. In care facilities, it's quite frequent to encounter somebody saying, "Have you seen my husband? Have you seen my mom? Have you seen my dad? Have you seen my sister?" And even for persons who are looking after somebody in their home, quite often, when is Joe getting home? When is Martha getting home? So I've actually heard one person say, "Not coming because that person is dead." And I've told you that before. And I was horrified, mortified to hear somebody actually respond like that. Teepa, I'm sure there has to be a better way.
Yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. Because what I'm saying, what most people are saying when they're saying, when is my mom gonna come home, or where is my mom? And she's gone, she's deceased. What I'm expressing is an unmet need of some sort. We ask for our moms, we ask for our spouses, we ask for family when we're feeling a sense of missing something, missing someone. So what I usually start with is when somebody says, where's my mom? I respond with a reflection. You're looking for your mom. Now, if the person is not looking or sounding distressed, they're just curious, I'll say, well, tell me about her. Is she a good cook? So, because usually people have an opinion about their mother's cooking, one way or the other. They'll say, oh yeah, she's always been a good cook. And then I'll say, dinner or dessert? Which one is she better at, dinner or dessert? And then that leads us into, well, dinner. Oh, so does she cook from scratch, or does she use mixes? Oh, from scratch. And what I'm doing is, actually, people will say, well, you're distracting them. And I'll say, no, I'm not. I'm helping them talk about their mom and bringing her into their world, but in a very safe and present way. So we're talking about the human being that they're missing. And if they're really missing that human being, then they get to tell me about them, but I'm actually providing a lot of the words to help them do that. So they're sharing about their mom with me, which allows them to have their mom.
Well, those of us who have been with PAC for a while also are listening and hearing Sneaky Teepa in there, because Sneaky Teepa is also starting to fish just a little bit for a potential unmet need.
Yeah, she is. So, if she says, oh, well, she's a good cook and she fixed something for dinner, and then I say, oh, so something for dinner, yeah. So are you getting ready? So you're sort of hungry for dinner, you thinking? Oh yeah, I could eat. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm maybe not as good cook as your mom, but something. Would you taste it and see what you think? Because I set it up, and so she can, then I find out, oh, the real problem is not she's missing her mom, she's hungry, and mom fixed stuff for her to eat. And so that's why she had a very practical reason for asking for her mom, as opposed to an emotional need for her mother.
Is it often or sometimes a need for connection, because the friends, the people that we've had are all gone?
Yeah, I can't see somebody who I usually see, and I'm missing them. So what happened to them? Where are they? So I can truly not remember that they've died, even though I might have actually gone to the funeral. I've had people be at the funeral, go through the funeral, get back to the building and say, well, where's Harry? And the automatic reaction is, huh, we just buried him. He's at the he's at the graveyard. Where do you think he is? That automatic reflex, just because it was so present in my brain, we just did it. But it's hard to remember that that's where the hole in my brain is. And to remember that, it was hard enough to go through it. And now to remember it, I can't. Where is he? Because my brain's left that piece out for me. And it's not on purpose. I mean, nobody's doing it on purpose. So I usually try to figure out, so you're wanting to know where Harry is. Are you worried about him, or you're wondering where he got to? Well, I mean, I thought he was coming home with us. We went to that party. So what did I tell you? Just that one sentence about my memory of the event.
Mm-hmm. So filling in some blanks, trying to create reason, trying to create understanding, and it's not there.
And it's not, because for me, Harry, well, no, we didn't go to a funeral. I remember everybody being around and talking, and we might have eaten at the after funeral thing. And I remember there were pictures of Harry, and there were pictures when he was young, when we first got married. I mean, we did all that stuff, that sort of memorial service kind of thing that we do when people pass. And I saw people I hadn't seen in a while. And so my brain's all stirred up. And so, well, where is he? Yeah. You're really wanting him to be here. You're really missing him. Yeah. Now, you and Harry been married how long? Has it been a little while or a long time? Oh, my heavens, forever. Because what I'm trying to do is, again, figure out where are the missing pieces? Where is the connection? What is she really looking for? And if somebody says, if instead somebody says, did he die or what? That's a very different question. That's my brain trying to figure out, was this real? Did this really happen? And that puts me in a very different place. That's when I am needing to grieve with you, because I just said, you're wanting to know if he died. Tell me what you remember about the last time you saw him and how things were. Well, he was real sick. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he didn't make it, Teepa. Oh, well, I hate that. Did he hurt? And then you want to say whatever happened. You were there. I know it, you may not remember it. That may be a time to allow me to see what happens when you share that with me. Because sometimes those moments, oh yeah, I do remember that. I was with him. Oh, he died. I hate that. And now what you want to do is hug me and say, I hate it too. Not, Teepa, it's okay, because it's really not, because I had awareness in that moment that I lost somebody really important to me. And that sort of helps me understand why he's not here right now. I may very well lose that again in 5 minutes or 2, but in that moment, that was a very real letting go of, oh, I hate it.
I was just going to say that, fair warning, you could have that conversation several times.
Oh, multiple, because I can't hold on to it. And you want to be careful if I am no longer saying, did something happen to him? And instead I'm going, where's Harry? I thought he was coming. Then, oh, you thought he was going to be here. Well, that's not okay. Did you need something from him, or you just want to talk to him? Well, I want to know where he's been. Oh, so he was supposed to be here a while ago, and you've been waiting on him. Yeah, that's not good. Now, did you guys go somewhere or do something? Well, I thought he was going to take me home. Whole nother problem.
Yes, yeah. I think the I want to go home subject has, that's one that we could go on at length for, but again, we've had a question asked about should you take your person to a funeral? And again, probably that requires a fair amount of forethought.
Oh, we got to know a lot about them and a lot about the funeral, a lot about the event, a lot about their history with funerals. A lot about their gem state, their ability to take in data. How long and how far is the funeral from where you're at? How much do I understand about what's going on? There's a lot of pieces. How many people can I stand to be around for any length of time? So I think sometimes people get in their mind, who's it for? And it's like, well, I don't want to leave mom out of it. It's like, is mom able to process what's happening? Or would she enjoy a memorial service more than a funeral because she likes music? And we make sure we're singing some of the favorite songs that she and dad had. And we just sing those songs. We don't need to emphasize his death because she's not there anymore. He's always alive to her. She's not lost him. He's just not in the room with her right now. And who am I to steal that away from her because I don't have something better to offer her? And instead, I think that's one of Harry's favorite songs, isn't it? Yeah, I like it too. Let's sing it again.
Teepa, this is such a personal subject for people because I'm different as a family member. My person in care or my person living with dementia is different than me. We're not all the same. So is there a consultant that somebody could talk to get some information on this? Because you're telling me, even on this program here, that not one size fits all. I asked you and I didn't get an answer.
Yeah, you're right. Because I can't give you one size fits all because human beings are so unique. And maybe you're missing your dad as much as I'm missing my husband. And if that's the case, the two of us are probably not the best match to work together on this because me forgetting that he's died is killing you. So yeah, we have consultants at PAC, but if that's not a good match for you, finding somebody to support you. Because I think what we forget is I'm not the only one that might be missing someone. And you might feel differently about that human than about me. And making sure everybody's doing okay. So absolutely, I recommend consultation. I recommend conversation. I recommend practice before trying it. And I recommend trying a couple of different things. If one thing doesn't seem to work very well, don't keep trying. If it doesn't seem to be working, let's back up. Let's try something else.
Teepa, thank you very much. Once again, wonderful insight. And I'm hoping that we've given people some sort of ideas that they can explore and that they can take advantage of some of the services that Positive Approach provides.
Absolutely. And I am going to put a link in the show notes for those who would like to connect with a Positive Approach to Care consultant and who would like to have a talk with them. I think that'd be really helpful. Thank you so much, Teepa. It was, it's such a difficult topic, but I think remembering to keep one's detective hat on and trying to figure out what might be an unmet need here for the person living with dementia and for yourself as a care partner too, because, your own well-being is so important too.
Forcing the truth isn't an answer, but lying is also not high on my list of things to do.
Right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Teepa. Thank you, Greg and Joanne.
My pleasure. Thanks, Val.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.